All right, what's up, guys? So this is Darren with 724 Customs. So this is my 2024 Street Glide. We've done a little bit of upgrades so far. I've done the bars, Legends rear suspension. We got a bunch of little Curly's billet parts on here. So today I'm about to do a stereo upgrade. The stock stereo is pretty shit, to be honest with you. Pardon my French. Can't hear it over like 20 or 30 miles an hour. Yeah, it's just crap. So I got a system from GarageBag Stereo. I'll drop a link below. And it's a plug and play kit. Pretty simple, straightforward. At least that's what I'm hoping. So we're going to get into it. All right, so got to get something to drink. I got to put a towel out. Hold on, sorry, excuse me. All right, so we're going to start with the saddlebag. Nice little Harley rubber right there. I'm going to try to walk you through this as much as possible, but this is a learning experience for me as well. So go ahead and put it back there. We got another one. Man, that Legends suspension sure is pretty. Quick with those latches. Although with these Legends stickers that protect these canisters, they did not hold up in the Texas heat. So I don't have to take both saddlebags off, but I'm going to anyways. Just because I got to clean this a little bit and put some air in my rear tire. Saving sound. Alright. Well, she's a little dirty. We're going to take the seat off. I got to go get my bike keys. Let me see if I can take my GoPro off real quick so I can show you this. So that's my nice little seat bolt from Curly's, and this camera doesn't focus, so I'm using a GoPro to do this so I can get first person. So all right, let me go get my bike keys, and I will be right back. So this is a cool little from Curly's Inc. So on the back side, it allows you to unlock your, or essentially be able to twist this off, because this little puppy's sharp. And there she goes. Pretty cool. Love it. Okay, so we got our saddlebags off. We got our seat bolt out. Let's pull the seat. Take it over here. Set it down so I don't get scratched. Alright, so we're going to have some stuff to undo in here. As well as we need to take off the tank. So let's go ahead, and we're going to have one bolt here. You got this puppy right up in here you got to undo. I'm just going to slide off. We're going to end up having to take the whole tank off because we got to run some wires underneath our little wire channel up underneath there. Sorry, I don't know the correct terminology. I call it the thingamajig. That thing right there. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go find out what size things we need. Alright, so I believe it is a T27. That one is. That is an Allen up there. So this bolt right here is a T27. Oh, not right there. All right, so you're T27. All right, so that was a T27. Just pop it up here. No. I'll find the correct one for this, guys, and let you know. I used a T25, even though it's an Allen, it works. Say what you want, I don't give a beep. Alright, so now we got that off. Pull that off. Let's go set this over here so it doesn't get scratched. Not that it already isn't scratched, because you know, that's how bikes work. Alright, so let's try to keep all these organized. I feel like I need something on the sides that will roll off just in case. There we go. This normally a little more organized, but unfortunately my garage is full of junk. I could have done this in the paint booth, but I did a clear coat. Alright, let's keep moving along. So we have that off. I believe we do not need to take this off at all because this little thing connects. Alright, what size Allen do we need for? Alright, so I believe this is a these two right here, tank bolts, and the front tank bolt is a different size, of course. Why make it easy? So first two bottom ones of the tank are T30. I'm just gonna get these two unbolted. Normally I have a better bolt organizing system, but right now it is what it is until I get my garage clean. But this Texas heat is too much. All right, so let's get this gas tank disconnected. Let me get some of this stuff out of my pockets. All right, so to get the gas tank disconnected, pull this GoPro off so I can show you. She's right up underneath there. So, this is not. Bad. This gets crappy. All right, so of course it's stuck. All right, so you could probably get this with your fingers, but being that mine are all sweaty and yuck, but till down from my knees. And you push it up and pull your little fuel petcock out. And then we're also going to have this little terminal right here that you got to disconnect. And it's pretty simple. Just press down on the bottom and pull, and then everything's disconnected from your tank. So you have a little cover right here to your bolt off. So this is a T35, I believe. Let's find out real quick. So I'll go ahead and put my GoPro back on. Curly's. Man, it's hot. Okay, so actually, I think this front one is a T. The front one's a T40. Nope, T35. As I originally thought. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn my bars so I don't scratch anything. I need to get a bike stand, but I have a lift in my garage, but it's not a stand. Hopefully this All right, now our tank's ready to come off. Bolts up there. All right. Okay, something else is not connected. Oh, that does have to come off. All right, so we gotta take all these bolts off right here because this has to come off. Because that fuel line right there is connected. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a T35. Or T30, sorry. It's going to be a T27. Alright, so all these Torx are T27. Actually, T27 is tight. But tight is right, right? Just gotta wiggle it off. Wiggle it just a little bit. You probably should use a T25. It is so hot. And there's another one. I need to pick that up. Trying to keep it organized. Forgive me for all my camera movements because I'm wearing it. I figured a first-person view would be a lot better. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. Now the tank is ready to come off. Take off. I Need to cover that tank cover. So nothing drops in my gas tank. All right, so we got saddlebags off, we got gas tank off. You're gonna have to remove this little side cover. Get to your fuse box. Boy, she's dirty. Neat little thing if you didn't know. So here's the side covers on 2024. You notice this little black piece. This thing is paint matched underneath. Scratched as shit now. I don't know why they did that. And then it goes back on. Okay, so we got that off. So now we can get to our fuses, batteries, everything like that. Let's go ahead and... Wrong one. Let's go ahead and pull our main fuse. I don't want to short anything out. You know, I'm not an experienced electrician or nothing. I'm experienced at shocking the crap out of myself, though. Okay, so now we have to run some wire. All right, so now it's time to remove this fairing. So you're gonna have 3 bolts. Just go bro out. So you're gonna have one right here behind the mirror. So you just twist it sideways to get to it. There you go. Get a second one right there. And your third one's there. Now all three of these are not the same size. This middle one right here is shorter, so make sure you remember that. So you got 3 bolts on each side. Same system. We got to remove those 3. I'm going to go ahead while I'm at it and remove my speaker grills because those have to come off so I can replace the speakers. So all these bolts are a Torx 25. All right, so let me wipe this off. I don't know which side it is. All right, so now that we got our wire channel exposed, there's just some little clips on the sides. It's taped, but I just went ahead and cut the tape because I'm going to put some more zip ties back around it. This gives us room to run our power wire for our amp. And then there's another plug that I believe plugs into this port up underneath here. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that yet. So let's get our battery disconnected so we can get our terminals on and run these wires and get all this buttoned back up. And then we can continue up front with everything else we need to do. Other than that, that's the only thing you need to do down here is connect your amp. Power wires. There's another wire that connects to a port underneath here. It'll tuck nicely into this channel. And just be careful because, you know, there's a lot of freaking wires in there. So let's get this cover. All right, so this is a little cover. These little things are locked in here. They slide into these little channels. So you just literally pull those out and then you can wiggle this thing out. Which will let you have access to the top of the cover of the battery, which we're going to have to disconnect. Okay, so now once you get this little, your computer module out, which just slides forward, and then lean it back up over here, you're going to have another Allen bolt right back up on this first side to get that off, to get to your battery terminals, because it covers. All right, so this bolt right here in the front is a T25. Then that little thing just wiggles out. I'll just drop it right there because it's about to go right back on. All right, so now you can get to your battery terminals. Easiest way is going to be a Phillips screwdriver. Alright, so I had to do some configuration details to figure out how I was going to mount the amp, wires, where everything was going to sit, make sure I have plenty of clearance, because there's quite a few stuff that has to be mounted. Let's see if I can get a little bit lower. Oh, I'm getting off. Okay, so let me just take this GoPro off real quick. Alright, so not sure if you can see. Right up here there's a little tab. Some of our wires were mounted up here, but everything has to be pushed to the side to get clearance for that. I'm going to have to try to mount some stuff right here on the face. That's what I'm going for, so I want to get rid of this tab. I might regret it later, but let's oscillate this puppy off. GoPro stop capture. Alright, so careful not to get any wires. Should have got a smaller blade, but too close to that one. Let's go ahead. Move this puppy out of the way. I don't know where that fell to, but nothing like paint rubber smell. That is hot. Okay, so we got the tab off. Let me show you my thoughts of what I was going to mount right there. So we have this doohickey thingamajig. Sorry, I don't know all the correct terminology for some of these parts or pieces. So I was going to mount it up here because I got to get to some wires. This is going to be all clear. I can put some stuff to hold this on. Genuinely make it clear. I don't know if you can see that. So that was my thoughts. Alright, so let's finish running this power wire. Alright, so we ran it up through there. I'm gonna have my terminals on this side. So let's go ahead and take this off. I'll just have it temporarily. Alright. So I've got some of these disconnected so I can make some room. I think I'm gonna try to reroute some of this stuff. And make it so where some of these wires aren't as tight. Honestly, the great thing would be to have an extension for this so you can pull this back and get it all tucked up underneath this front, and then you wouldn't have this wire hanging over. So we'll have to check into that. Alright, so we're gonna keep running this power wire. I don't have nothing connected yet because I don't want to cause an arc or something. Maybe let's just try to do one. I don't know if you can see, but there is a little hole down here I'm trying to weave these through. Alright, there we go. Both of them in. Looks good. Let's go ahead and get our little terminals put on. So we'll get this terminal ready. Okay, that one's on. Let's go find the other one. I got too much junk on the table. Boy, it's hot in Texas. It is hot. These fit nice and snug. Snap us a bug in the rug. It's a really nice kit that comes from, I believe it's Speed Rings. Make sure that's nice and tight. Alright, so those are on. Now I can go ahead and cover those and finish hooking up to the battery, and then we'll keep going. Make sure everything's tight. Alright, so everything's nice and snug. Everything's tight. We're going to go ahead and put everything back together right here. Alright, so this little tray thing that is inside here, you're going to have to modify a little bit for your battery terminals to fit. Because this wouldn't lock in. Okay. I'm missing a part somewhere. It's this one. Alright, so this right here is what plugs into that. It has to run up to the little control module. Alright. So now we'll run this up through the channel and get all this buttoned up, because we're all done in here now. And I'll explain to what I did with some power wire management, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we have our little fuse box for our amp. I rounded it up through this little hole up underneath here, so that way it could have access to the side cover. I don't love how it's going to mount, but at the end of the day, kind of is what it is. So I am going to oh, there's my roll of paper towels. I'm gonna use some Velcro on it so I can find a better solution. Clean this with rubbing alcohol really good. That way it's nice and clean. Velcro together. There's my little paper towels again. Stick that on there real good. Put this piece of plastic in my pocket. Alright, make sure it's on there good. Good fit, just gonna go right there. Come on. Smash the crap out of it. Alright, so she's all mounted up. Everything's tucked. Got the gas tank put back on. Alright, so I'm going to leave this seat off for now just in case of emergency. We're going to take out these front speakers and get those hooked up, and then we're going to finish hooking up the amp. So stay tuned.